So tell me about the Norman Conquest using this scheme. Anya, come on.
The Norman Conquest started in 1066.
Okay. What was before it?
Before it, England was united under the leadership of Alfred the Great. He managed to defeat most of the Viking raiders. By the 1000s, England was one united country with one single set of laws.
Okay. Natasha.
The origin of the Normans. Northern coast of France, Norsemen of the 9th and 10th century. Originally of Scandinavian roots, the Norsemen became absorbed in French culture, and English and Normans became close.
Marin, who was the main hero of this of the Norman invasion?
The hero of Norman invasion is William the Conqueror. Because he having defied the Vikings, Anglo-Saxons were son given a new challenge. In 1066, a duke from Normandy in France invaded and killed Harold Godwinson, the Saxon king, his name William the Conqueror.
Yeah, so William came from Normandy and they conquered England. They invaded the country. Okay, and that's what happened with the Norman Conquest.
The Norman Conquest is the start of Middle English as Norman French and Old English mix. It established the feudal system in England.
Yeah, so and here is the chart of the feudal system. Tell me about the feudal system, Natasha.
The feudal system had such structure. The king, the barons, knights, and peasants.
They were connected with
the land.
But instead, they had to show loyalty. Yeah?
Yes, they show loyalty to the king.
Yeah, so peasants show loyalty to knights, knights to barons, and barons to the king. I told you that feud means land, so feudal means connected with land. Okay, of course, it was the great event because everything changed. Yeah, the language, the aristocracy, and everything. And comment on this picture.
Catholic Church had great influence over all society. There was such structure of classes in the medieval society. The church, then king, then barons, knights, and the lower class are freemen.
Freemen, yeah. So if we look at this chart, we'll see that the church is not even the part of the society; it's over the society. Yeah. So such important it was. Okay, yeah, Marin, next time.
England was divided into shires, and each shire was controlled by sheriff. In the Norman period, the shires were called countries.
Yeah, so now we see that, so now we go to the setting of the Robin Hood story. England was divided into shires. Each shire was controlled by sheriff. And as I already mentioned, so the sheriffs became very important. The sheriff was the most wealthy man in the village, and the sheriff was an important part of it. Natasha, next.
After the Norman Conquest, William declared all forests as royal forests. These forest laws made it a crime to hunt or even chop down trees in the forest.
Yeah, you see what happened. the structure of the society became different. The country was divided into shires. Each shire was ruled by the sheriff, and sheriff became very important, but also people couldn't go to the forests. The forests were king's ownership, so that is why people couldn't hunt into the forest. And next.
So peasants and poor people often rebelled against the rich.
Yeah, so they rebelled against the rich. I continue.
And the rebels were often caught and put into prisons.
Okay, so finally we go to this part how the legend of Robin Hood appeared. Tell me.
An outlaw was someone who had escaped capture and was wanted for, for a crime. If caught, they could be executed. The most famous outlaw was Robin Hood. If he did exist, he was a man who fought with the sheriff of Nottingham. He didn't rob the rich to feed the poor.
Yeah, so you see that probably if he existed, his main problem was the sheriff of Nottingham. Probably he didn't feed the poor, and this is already the legend. Okay, good. Now let's go to the PowerPoint about Robin Hood, and we'll talk about him. So Robin Hood is a legend. So, and also the story of Robin Hood is described in many ballads. So, and when we talk about the story, it's the legend. So what is the legend again?
It is an unverified story handed down from early times, especially one popularly believed to be historically.
Yeah.
And it is almost also an extremely famous or notorious person.
Yeah. So when we talk about Robin Hood, we talk about the legends. So, and the legend is about a person who was probably existed.